The Bible talks about the fire of the Lord and how that God had commanded that the fire would burn constantly. And I don't know about you, probably some of you grew up in a time when that maybe was your major source of heat back in the day. And it's hard to keep a fire going. Do you know what I'm saying this morning? How do you know what it's like to go to bed and have that nice warm fire in the fireplace, and the next morning you wake up and all you see are cold gray ashes and cold air coming down the chimney? You know, it would be nice if we could take turns in the household and say, your turn tonight is to keep the fire going all night. It takes some work to keep a fire going. As a matter of fact, it takes some work sometimes just to start a fire, much less to keep it going. But it was important. You see, the fire all through the Word of God was a symbol of God's presence. And you see, church, it ought to be when you come into the house of the Lord that you feel the warmth of His presence. And I do that every time we come together. There's just something about it. I was talking with somebody just yesterday and told me, you know, Pastor, it had been 35 or maybe 40 years since I'd been in the house of the Lord. But when I come in those doors, I just feel the presence of God. And when I leave, I just feel better. And that's the way it ought to be when we come into the warmth of His presence this morning. Would you bow your head with me for a word of prayer?